game. All right, I'll get to become a better TV producer as this goes along. But the name of this game is 33 Questions. It's a game that I've adapted from a series of internet videos that was created by Vogue magazine, where they ask 73 questions of famous celebrities. So what I've done is adapted that, and it's now called 33 Questions. And I'm going to ask Janice 33 questions so we can learn a little bit more about local celebrities, which are our local politicians. Janice, are you ready?
Okay.
You look
Yes.
thrilled. You look thrilled. You look like you'd really rather end the interview right now. So here it goes.
No, this is fine.
Okay,
This should be
all right.
fun.
Okay, so here's the questions that I have for Janice Duarte so we can get to know you a little bit better. Janice,
Yes.
how's life treating you in Mount Vernon?
Wonderfully.
Yeah, it should be treating you pretty well right now. You're the high vote getter in a local election, so I think it's treating you pretty well right now. Janice, what's your favorite season?
I love the Christmas season.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Eggs and toast.
If Janice Duarte was in a band, what would be the name of the band?
Janice and the Heartbreakers.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Oh, I don't really have one. I like Lincoln Barbecue. You can get your barbecue chicken, rice, and beans in 10 minutes.
So Janice is talking about Lincoln Barbecue, which is a great restaurant on Lincoln Avenue in Mount Vernon, New York. I've eaten there. Excellent. I'm going to cross out where did you grow up, because we just talked about that. You grew up in Mount Vernon. What do you like best about Mount Vernon?
The people.
And what's the one thing in the world Janice cannot live without?
Love.
What's your favorite sports team?
The home team or the underdog?
Your favorite sports team?
Local Yankees.
So tell me, Janice, what is Richard Thomas really like?
I don't know.
Guess you're going to find out.
Yes.
Richard Thomas is the mayor of Mount Vernon, and Janice was just elected to the city council. So what would your last meal on earth be?
Probably codfish.
I like codfish too. What's your favorite TV show of all time?
Gosh, I don't have a favorite. I love so many of them. Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe
Seinfeld.
answer. Pretty safe answer. If you could star in any Broadway show, what would it be?
Oh, I had a tough time with this question. I don't know.
Janice, you're not really supposed to give away that I gave you the questions in advance, but okay.
No, but I watched Vogue's questions.
Right.
I really don't know this one.
I think that works. I think that question works better when you're actually an actress. Okay, so I'll take that out the next time I do this.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about the internet?
Oh, it's on all the time.
What's your favorite TV commercial?
I love the Doritos commercials, especially during the Super Bowl. I think they're hilarious.
So Thanksgiving is coming up. Cranberry sauce or stuffing?
Cranberry sauce.
Who's the most famous person that you follow on social media?
I follow Beth Comstock. She's with GE. She's a she's a thought leader, and I really enjoy her interviews. She interviews various authors, talks about various topics in business and in general.
So tonight you have to also follow RedBlueTalk. I got the address right there underneath the screen at RedBlueTalk on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are simultaneously streaming on 3 different platforms, which I don't think anybody else is doing on a local level. What is a place that you would like to visit, Janice?
So many, but I haven't been to Rome. I would really love to visit Rome.
What do you think of that election process you just came through?
I think you have to respect it. You have to invest time in getting to know it, and you have to respect it, because the election process has evolved up until this point, and it will continue to evolve, but I believe we need to understand all of the elements of it, which have evolved to this point to protect the people in certain ways. So I think you need to invest time in learning about it and respect the process.
What was the worst thing about running for office?
Worst thing. The war of words, when I believe it really should be about the war of ideas and issues.
What advice would you have for young women interested in running for office?
I would say don't be afraid of it. It is worthwhile. You get to be connected with the community on a totally different level. And if you're really passionate about serving your community, you shouldn't be afraid of it. I would encourage them to be fearless, to be bold, to stay focused on your message, because you'll have a lot of people in your ear trying to give you advice, which is great, but in that process, be true to yourself and remain authentic.
Who are your 3 favorite actors?
I don't have favorites. I love Lucille Ball because she makes me laugh. I love Helen Mirren because I think she's just a fabulous actress. I love Matt Damon and the Bourne series. Denzel Washington, obviously. I don't know.
3 was enough. What's your favorite? What's your favorite board game?
Backgammon.
And if you could play backgammon with any politician, who would it be?
Abraham Lincoln.
What's your favorite comic book?
Peanuts.
What is the first website that you visit each morning?
It's never the same. Google.
Who is the first U.S. presidential candidate that you voted for?
President Bill Clinton in his second term.
Do you prefer Skippy peanut butter or Jif?
Skippy.
Hillary or Bernie?
I sympathize with Hillary. Having gone through this process as a woman, I sympathize with Hillary, and I appreciate Bernie and his conviction. He's very dynamic.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
What's the best part about living in Mount Vernon? I think I might have asked you that already, but
yes.
What's the best part
The
about
people.
living in Mount Vernon?
The people.
What's the worst thing about living in Westchester County?
Property taxes.
What's the best thing about being a city council member?
Well, I'm not one yet. I'm elect, councilwoman-elect. I don't start until January. So I am looking forward to what I hope would be the best part of being a council member, and that's working with my colleagues to legislate solutions that I hope will improve the city.
So Inauguration Day is going to get here before you know it. Thanksgiving, Christmas, January 3rd or whatever, you're going to have an inauguration. The ceremonies are going to end, and on some cold night in January, you're going to find yourself sitting in a conference room with your colleagues on the city council, Delia Farquharson, who got elected with you, and Marcus Griffith, who got reelected, and Lisa Copeland, and Andre Wallace, and the mayor might be there. What do you do? What now?
Oh, on that first night? What now? Well, it's going to all depend on the preparation we establish between now and then. I've been waiting for, I've taken a little bit of time off after the election. I needed to decompress. But I intend to sit down with the mayor, and I'd really like to have a walkthrough, sort of like a tour of the city departments. And really get a sense of what the state and the needs are before I sit down with everyone in a room.
Janice Duarte, new city council member in Mount Vernon, New York. Thank you for being my guest. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you for about a half an hour. Thank you for playing 33 questions. And for everyone else that tuned in and watched the program, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. This is Red Blue Talk. Once a week on Sundays. On Sundays I post a new vlog, and then on Wednesdays I do this live stream, and I try to talk about the ways in which politics and government impact our own lives. Again, Janice, thank you for being my guest. Good night, everybody.
Thank you. This was fun.
Okay. I hope you'll come back again after you have a little bit of experience on the city council, and you can tell us what's really going on inside those city council meetings. Thanks.
You bet.
Good night.
Thanks, Charles. Good night.